Hello and welcome everybody to another Secrets of Strixhaven draft video. I'm Paul Cheon, and today, well, we got some climbing to do. Now, by the time this video comes out, I think there's going to be a few sealed deck videos. Hopefully I've won a box or two, and hopefully I'm also qualified for the Arena Championship. And if not, well, bad beats. But let's just continue our climb here and see if we can put together something very nice in today's draft. Now, before we hop into this draft, I did want to say that this video is brought to you by TCGplayer.com. Head on over to TCGplayer.com for all of your Match the Gathering singles and sealed product needs. Whether you want to buy some booster boxes of Secrets of Strixhaven, Final Fantasy, Edge of Eternities, whatever you want, or you wanted some singles for your constructed decks, check out TCGplayer.com and make sure you hit that affiliate link in the description below before making any purchases. Additionally, head on over to heavyplay.com for all your Match the Gathering supplies and accessories needs. If you're in the market for top-of-the-line deck boxes, playmats, sleeves, dice boxes, life pads, all that utilize their special magnetic technology so that all their products snap conveniently into place, go to heavyplay.com/paulcheon to get 10% off your first order. They're also at basically every Magic the Gathering convention. Swing by the booth, tell them Paul sent you to get 10% off in person as well. I actually did not know preordain was in this format. I mean, it's fine. It's not much different than like it's like you'll always play it in your blue decks, but it's just think of it as like a sleight of hand, right? It's not too much different. So I'm not going to be first picking this card. There's Magma Blood Archaic, which is a really exciting rare. Although I do think Molten Note is just a much better card. End of the Hunt is also a good removal spell. So those are some of the cards to consider. And then at common, you have Essence Scatter, Stone Docent, and Spirit Mascot, and I suppose the Black-White land. But I think I'm just going to take Molten Note here. Like, if I do draft a soupy control deck, this card's obviously awesome just because it acts as a great removal spell in the early and late game. And at the same time, if I do end up with a Lorehold deck, of course, this card's also fantastic there as well. All right, rare missing out of this pack. There is a Repel Calamity, which is also just a really good removal spell. Noting that there's also a Scolding Administrator. Had I taken End of the Hunt, if I took End of the Hunt, I'd probably take the Scolding Administrator. Given that I took the Molten Note, I think I just take the Repel Calamity, right? Like, Scolding Administrator might be slightly better in white-black, but this is a red-white card, so I think it's between the Calamity and the Colossus of the Blood Age. And between the two, I think I'd rather just go for the cheaper card here for now. This is a good top-end win condition, but I like making sure that I have my cheap stuff covered here. All right. So, I mean, we don't have any rares here by any means, but we are still seeing a steady stream of good uncommons. So Strixhaven Sky Coach is fantastic, just a premium uncommon, especially if you play a color combination that has creatures in it. Noting that Silver Quill might be open, Stirring Honormancer is quite good, and then also Rubble Rouser is also very, very good. I mean, honestly, if the Sky Coach wasn't in this pack, I'd probably take the Rubble Rouser, but I'm going to take the Sky Coach because if I do end up playing a lot of colors, this is just a lot more flexible. In a dedicated red-white deck that's looking to just exile cards out of your graveyard for various synergistic bonuses, I could see the case to take Rubble Rouser, but I think early on the Sky Coach is just a better pickup here. All right, pack 1, pick 4, especially because, look, let's be real. Most of the time, I'm going to end up being in a soup deck. For example, here, pack 1, pick 4, no Lorehold cards in sight. There is a Fields of Strife, which is definitely a decent land here, but I'm probably looking at Brush Off and Visionary's Dance, and I'm going to take Brush Off. I have been super impressed by this card in general. I just think right now, especially when you go into the Mythic ranks, you just play against soup all the time, and I think this is one of just the best cards for that matchup. Here, now this is interesting because now, if I do end up in soup and I do end up in a base blue deck, then any blue duel is going to be great. So Spectacle Summit's going to be fantastic here, but I can also take Disdainful Stroke. This is close. You know, I'm going to take the Counterspell. I'm going to see what happens when I lean into really good counter magic. And, now that I've taken this, obviously, like, I have to put a higher priority on mana fixing. Here, there's a Spell Pierce, but I do need some more interaction, so I'll take a run behind. Spell Pierce is fine, especially if you don't have any counters, but with a Stroke and a Brush Off, I think I'm okay taking the run behind here. All right, pack 1, pick 7. There is a Heated Argument, Banishing Betrayal, a late Stirring Honormancer, and a blue-green land. I think I'm just going to take the Heated Argument here. Just take more removal. I mean, like currently, I just don't even have any. I just don't have any Convergy cards. I mean, I'm totally fine just drafting like a Jeskai control deck if that ends up being the case. And I just feel like we're at a point in the format where you're kind of scrapping for playables. And so the blue-green land is good, but I don't have a green card yet. And I know that I will play the heated argument in my deck, in most decks that I draft. So that's why I made that pick. But of course, you know, as I get more and more playable cards, like Essence Scatter here, then I will be looking to take more lands as we go into the future packs. Like, obviously, if I have a Snarl Song or something, I just snap off the... the land. All right. Nothing great here. Definitely the market for a win condition. I actually like Landscape Painter. It's just a nice mana sink. It's a 2-drop. It crews the Sky Coach, so totally fine card. But we are at the point here where we do have access to a good deal of playable cards. We're at 10 cards here on the left that I like, and then, you know, I can even play some of these. So now, if I do get the pick again, I'll probably take the land. Ooh, I don't mind Campus Composer either. And we take a forest. All right, well, open together as one. There was a big score in that pack as well, but obviously very happy about together as one. So now we will, of course, try to take even more lands here to try to fit all of these excellent spells. What do we have? Pack 2, pick 2. I'm just going to take Matter Bending Mage. I don't really think Berta is even that great. And I just, you know, this is just a perfectly good on-color spell. Or creature, rather. So let's just take the Matter Bending Mage just to make sure we don't get run over by the various aggressive decks. So now with the Together as one, I mean, we already have the Sky Coach, but like we are going to put a very, very high priority on lands. We want to be a base blue-red deck here, most likely. I suppose there's a world where we could be blue-green, but I just didn't see a whole lot of green in pack 1. So probably blue-red. Okay, there's a Potioner's Trove. Basically taking that over almost anything. I mean, to be fair, Vicious Rivalry is a very, very good card. A really, really good sweeper. But I need mana fixing, and I have plenty of power in the other cards. So now that I have a Potioner's Trove and a Strixhaven Sky Coach, that really, really helps me cast, you know, not only cast my other cards, but also just help me with the Converge payoff here that I have in Together as one. So now I want perhaps like a couple more win conditions, a way to recur Together as one, and mana fixing. Pack 2, pick 4, what do we have? I don't love Steal the Show. It's a late Silverquill Charm. I guess I'll just take Wilton the Heat. I mean, Goblin Glassright's fine. But I'll just take Wilton the Heat. I mean, I'm just going to be like... I'm basically just committing to like full-on Jeskai here. Like, should I... Like, do I take the black-green land or just the run? I'm just going to take the run behind. Like, I just don't see myself... I just don't need to be playing black or green cards. So let's just take a bunch of good interaction. Although now we are looking really good on interaction. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have like 7 ways to interact with creatures along with the Together as one. So we don't have to really prioritize that too much more. Really late Paradox Surveyor. But I don't think I want to play this on the splash. I mean, to be fair, it's not like red is super duper open. But I just, you know, it's really hard to play these red-white cards if I'm in a blue-green base. And I guess I could use a little bit of card draw, so I'll take Quick Study, sure. All right, here we'll take the land, Overheated Argument. I don't have any green cards, but it helps with Converge. I would love to pick up any Jeskai land if possible, so that's what we're going to be looking out for. Diary of Dreams, I guess. These are all very medium cards. And, I mean, you know, I'm not sure if you can tell this, but it is very clear, of course, as is usually the case, that this archetype is heavily contested. And we have not been seeing very many lands at all. So we need to, again, put a high priority on that and win conditions. We have a couple. Like we can play some of these for sure. Professor Dellian Fel, huh? That is a stretch. Is it a stretch worth going for? I mean, what else am I taking? Terramorphic Expanse? That would be good. All right. I mean, this is why maybe I should have taken that black-green land. Son of a gun. All right, well, we're going to take Professor Dellian Fel, and then now we're just going to start taking a bunch of lands. All right. I mean, Vibrant Outburst is great, but, like, this helps me cast together as one and Professor... And we have plenty of playables. Yeah. Vibrant Outburst is great. It absolutely is. But I am now just looking to take lands. I'm going to take Transcendent Archaic as another win condition. I see a land, I take the land. All right, that's where we're at right now. How to derail your draft. Open a Professor Dellian Fel in your Jeskai deck. Is there a land? There's no land? Unlucky. I'll take Hydro Channeler. I do like Hydro Channeler a fair amount. Yeah, I like it also just because this is one of the soup cards that actually goes around late. And we have a good amount of spells here where I think it will be pretty good. Where's the land? All right, I'll take the glass right now. Definitely need it. Pack 3, pick 7 gives us another Essence Scatter, I suppose? What about my lands? I got 3? I'm glad I took the Trove and the Sky Coach early. And I have the glass right, but... Any land here, pick 8, like Seize the Spoils, a Goblin Glass Right. Any one of those would be very, very welcome, a very, very welcome addition here. And we did not get it. I'm going to take a Zealous Lorecaster. I have 2 run behinds already. Mascot, I just have not been that impressed with, but I just want another way to be... I want at least one way to buy back together as one, and it also doubles as just like a random big thing to try to win the game with. Here we'll take Wilt in the Heat as another removal spell, and I think that's our deck. Oh, another Hydro Channeler, that's fine. Yeah, this looks like our deck. The question is, do I have enough ways to actually win? I have a couple of random creatures in the sideboard here that I can consider. There's a Campus Composer, Tackle Artist, and Muse's Encouragement, which can all potentially make the deck. And wow, nobody in Lorehold. Or excuse me, Silverquill. Yeah, we'll take a look here at what I need to do. I just feel like oftentimes when I build these decks, I always end up regretting the fact that I just don't have enough like ways to win the game. So I just need to be super mindful of that because I don't have any like mill cards, you know what I mean? I don't have any of those effects. So if I don't, then I should probably be very careful with just like making sure I have ways to kill people. Okay, we can cut the Betrayal. Wilt can possibly go. I'm going to keep the Quick Studies because I actually don't have that much card flow. Yeah, I have very little card flow. I have like Landscape Painter, Quick Study, and Together as one. So yeah, also just in an attempt to not tax my mana too much, I think I can probably cut the Wilt in the Heats here. And so just so like, because my mana isn't like fantastic, like Repel Calamity is really good just because it's really cheap and efficient. And Molten Note, of course, is also fantastic. So we can just keep it to that. So that's 2 white cards. So we can certainly just go down to 1 plains because we have the Sky Coach and the Trove. The Sky Coach can also just get us the plains. We need to make sure that we have lots of blue. So we're on 7 blue. We need at least 8 blue. And then I assume all the other colors make sense. Like 1 swamp, 1 forest, sure. 1 plains. And then this gives us 5 red sources. That's not great. I want to be able to play 1 more if possible. All right. I don't think I can afford to play this extra mountain. And if that's the case, I might cut the Goblin Glassright just so that I don't have to rely on having early red mana and then just like play some of these, a smattering of other cards. Like, yes, I know Tackle Artist isn't a good card, but it's like a random win condition. And I just don't feel comfortable playing a 2-mana red creature with only 5 red sources in my deck, if that makes sense, right? So this is kind of the setup here that I have. Anything else to consider? Yeah, one other consideration is like Diary of Dreams or something, but you know what? I think I'm okay with this build. The mana's a little bit janky, but you know, we're going to be focusing on all of our blue mana here. I do have the Potioner's Trove and the Sky Coach, and I'm going to hope that they go a long way to help us cast all of our other cards. All right, let's give this a shot. All right, now before round one starts, I wanted to say that if you've been enjoying this content and would like to support the channel in another way, I do have a Patreon. That is patreon.com/paulcheon. Big shout out to all the patrons. Thank you so much for your support. Access to the Patreon gives you access to my Discord channel, which I think is a really great way to join a wonderful group of folks also looking to up their limited game. People are very, very active. They, you know, if you're looking for help, there's always going to be somebody to respond and give you some advice. I try to be active, but man, there are some people who just answer those questions right away. So if you want to join a great group of folks, I also post monthly videos. I do monthly streams for the Patreon as well. Check it out. All right, opponent on the play, and yeah, well, you know. I have 8 blue sources and a Strixhaven Sky Coach and a Potioner's Trove. So, I mean, that's 10 blue sources. I mean, I can't keep that hand. Let's keep this. What do I want to bottom? I guess I'll bottom Tackle Artist. Tackle Artist, again, is one of those cards where I really don't want to play it, but I'm just... It's one of those, like, I would like some way to kill my opponent, so I'm playing it. What should I get with this land? It should be green or black mana. Do I have... I think I only have just Professor Dellian Fel. So I actually have to think about this. I have 2 green and 1 black. So I should get a black. I should get black. The reason is Hydro Channeler gives me mana for my white spells. So I'm okay on white mana. So I'm going to get Swamp. And because 2 of my duels are green, it's better to get Swamp than Forest if I have neither. Gonna just play the Channeler here and then play Quick Study. Playing some kind of soup deck. I would be surprised if they counter this. Okay. And well, don't have a whole lot more to do here. So let's just activate the Sky Coach and attack. If it's the draw 3 spell, all right, we'll just let that happen. I was gonna say if it's the draw 3 spell, then I would probably counter it. Well, I'm glad I cut some of the wilt in the heats, just because like my hand is already just a bunch of interaction. That's why like the soup matchups, drafting soup can be so tricky because you need to make sure that you have enough interaction to be able to beat the aggro decks. But if you have too much and you play against like a soupy control deck, all of a sudden you're just holding a bunch of these cards in your hand and, you know, like you can't do anything. I don't think I'm going to play... Oh, I literally can't play it, so there you go. I don't know what my opponent's holding in their hand. It's kind of funny. They probably have a bunch of like spot removal, and they don't want to use it on these Hydro Channelers. All right. 7 cards in hand for the opponent. Oh, hey, they're gonna flinch. They're gonna play something. Paradox Surveyor. Nope. It is kind of funny, though, that they're at 10 life already. Let's just keep attacking. I'm not going to play the Painter yet. I don't want to run it into Essence Scatter. I'm going to go End of Turn Muse's Encouragement and just kind of force them to deal with that, you know? And then if they have a counter spell or a removal spell, that's fine too. They're probably going to let it resolve and kill it. Molten Note, I don't want. Matter Bending Mage, I don't want, actually. We found Potioner's Trove. Let's attack for 3. I assume they're going to kill it, run behind, sure. I'd like to put it on top. It doesn't do anything, but... let's think. I can go Landscape Painter, but if I play Landscape Painter, I can't keep up Brush Off. So why don't we just play Potioner's Trove? And then just pass. 5 cards in hand for the opponent. Here comes some kind of converge spell. Arcane Omens, maybe? It's always Arcane Omens. Yep, that's what they were setting up. Oh, that's unfortunate. So this is for 4. So we'll discard these 4. Keep Transcendent Archaic. Then we'll play this. Draw 4. Discard. Ooh. Well, we certainly need... Oh, no, we don't need the forest, right? We have the Potioner's Trove. I guess we just discard the lands. I'm not keeping up Essence Scatter, I just want to get them low. They probably have a kill spell here for the Archaic. How does this deck ever beat an aggro deck? They were fully ready for just like the soup matchup. Like our graveyard's like chock full of removal. I mean, I assume they have a way to kill this thing. It would be kind of silly if they didn't. That's hilarious. I don't think I've ever had to fight over a Hydro Channeler. But here we are.
I need answers, and you're going to help.
Yeah, okay. Last gasp. We accept that. Opponent down to 1 life, and we have an active Dellian Fel and a lethal board. It's going to be hard for them to deal with all of this. Wow. This is one of the few times a full-on Arcane Omens resolves, and I might actually be victorious. Right? It's possible. You can cast another Arcane Omens here if you'd like. I would allow it. Oh, Proctor's Gaze. You got me. Sure. Boom. Nice. Nice. It's always good to start the day defeating another soup opponent. You know what I mean? Especially with a Planeswalker that we're playing on the double splash. Uh-huh. Yeah, we did that. Gosh, if only we took that black-green land in pack 1. It's okay. It's okay. Alright, on the play here, I'm gonna keep this. I don't have any blue, but I mean, it's the classic. 2 lands plus a 3-drop that I can play if I draw any land. So, if I can draw a 3rd land, this hand's great. It just like my entire hand gets unlocked here, right? Okay, miss 1 turn. That's okay. Missing 1 turn is fine. Missing 2 turns obviously is not great. Cuboid Colony, I was actually not expecting that. I was just like, I was hoping they don't have like an aggressive draw here. Mind Roots, that's okay. The thing is, once I draw land number 3, like land number 4 is going to be... Like, I'll have land number 4, and then I just don't think I'll need the Hydro Channeler. Like, Hydro Channeler is good because you can play it on turn 2. Cheerful Osteomancer. Alright, we are losing to just some Sultai nonsense here. Alright, we did draw the land, so that certainly helps. I am behind enough here where I think I need to go for Matterbending Mage. On the Cuboid Colony, slow things down. Gonna get a Plains here with the Strixhaven Sky Coach. Cuboid Colony into probably like a Last Gasp or a Barrage Barrage to hit me, given that they ran out the Cuboid Colony. Yeah, I mean, this is just gonna be a game where we lose because we stumbled. If we lose. Haha. Bogwater Lumerate, okay. I guess they're not attacking me. Well, I mean, if they don't attack me, that's fine. I'm just, yeah, look, I prevented myself from taking a gazillion damage, right? So, there is that. Let's just play Tackle Artist. Just to have more blockers available in case they have a removal spell. Next turn, I can go Strixhaven Sky Coach, get a Plains, and then fire off Molten Note, right? So that just makes me use my mana perfectly. They have 3 cards in hand, though, so we die to everything. Absolutely everything. Snarl Song is good. I guess it's just the Cuboid Colony attacking us. Alright, so Island, Mountain, tap this for black. Strixhaven Sky Coach. Let's go get Plains. Let's kill the Osteomancer. Oh, I guess this is unblockable, but it's not interested in attacking here. This is probably the most pivotal turn. We are super likely to die here just because they have such a big board presence where any removal spell or even just another big threat makes it really hard for us to come back from. But if they have two pieces of, like, if they just have two lands in their hand, yes, there is a chance here, right? But I do have good blocks if they don't have a way to attack through my Tackle Artist, right? If they don't have a removal spell, they can't really hit me with their ground creatures. If they play something big, though, Cuboid Colony can still attack through the Strixhaven Sky Coach, which can be problematic. Wow. I don't really want to block the Cuboid Colony, though. I'm just going to block like this. I do have the run behind for the Colony, which is good. Again, if they play something big... our chance to win this game is probably like 20%, 30%. The 20%. Given that it looks like they have a spell here, it's even lower. Oh, Witherbloom Charm? Okay. So they're going to Wait, why didn't they sacrifice this 3/3 here? They must have another trick. Golly. Alright. Yeah. Hydro Channeler and run behind. Okay. I need to bounce the colony just because I have little ways to deal with flyers. Okay. Let's get that. And I mean, let's just get back Molten Node, right? Okay, 2 cards in hand. Oh, are we gonna stabilize? Oh, it sure looks... Oh my gosh. Wait a second. They have 2 cards in hand. Do I hold off on this? Alright. I'm gonna try to bait by playing a Molten Note for 1. And then just attack. And then I'm gonna keep up Essence Scatter and cast together as 1 maybe on a future turn. Okay. Gosh. I'm gonna wait 1 more turn. I can do it for 5 next turn. And I can develop my board here. Oh, it's a recursive spell. Pull from the grave, yep. Yep. Okay, we counter that. Okay. We get to play together as 1. Oh my gosh. I can't, like, we ran so lucky here. So ridiculous. Yeah, I can play this, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Boom. And we have officially stabilized. I mean, to be fair, my hand's not even that good. So, we'll see. They did hit me with a good game, though, so I don't know. Okay, they haven't conceded yet. Gain some life. Still have Repel Calamity up, Heated Argument, and Molten Note. I wonder if I should be playing even like 1 less mountain almost. Trove down. They're probably going to shuffle the Molten Note back in, I assume. Okay. I'm kind of surprised that they didn't. Rabid attack? What the hell? Okay. Alright. They are at 5 life. We've drawn all the lands now. It's to make up for all the ones we missed, you know? 2 cards in hand. I might need to upkeep stop here and start using my lands. My Surveil lands. Like, even if I use my Surveil land, I will have the ability to play Heated Argument. So, yeah, I think I should. Vicious Rivalry for 2. Okay. And then they died to the Lorecaster. Alright. Wow. I did not expect to win that one, I will say. Alright, let's see. Just given how blue heavy this deck is, I almost feel like I want to play an extra island. Is that like, I don't even have that many red cards. Like, I have a Tackle Artist. Like, do I just cut the Tackle Artist? Alright, I'm gonna do something that I always tell people not to do. I'm gonna try this Diary of Dreams. If I just keep playing against these slow do-nothing decks, you know, let's just get one of those in there. It's probably wrong, but I'll try it. Alright, opponent on the play here. We have islands, so we're gonna keep. Look, Hydro Channeler is really the card that kind of makes all of this work. Turn 1 Harmonized Trio is very scary, though. If they play a creature here... Okay, no, they did not. In which case, I will play the Channeler. Don't scatter me. Okay. The way that I look at this is they can resolve 1 creature. I just can't let them resolve the 3rd creature. Okay. Okay. This is not right. You know what I mean? Come on now. The old hardened academic harmonized trio deck? Does one have any respect for the game? Does one? I'm playing out the Diary of Dreams here to just start getting counters on this thing if possible. Oh my gosh. Okay, Monstrous Rage? That was unexpected. Okay. That's a 3/2. I guess we chill. I don't know what they're doing over here. Like, they're like 5-color hardened academic. That cannot be correct. If they have the save this thing, that's gonna be crazy. Alright, well, let's just try to kill it, I guess. If there's a Masterful Flourish in this deck... Wow, okay. Why did they go for that? Why couldn't they just target a land? That was just like the craziest, greediest thing I've ever seen. It's kind of unreal. Alright, let's play this to hit a land drop. Okay, we did not hit a land drop. We still have Essence Scatter up. Okay. I mean, there's soup and there's slop. This is slop. Alright, I should not be so mean. I'm sorry. I'm gonna stop. Okay. I need to catch myself. I'm not going to play the Channeler. I just feel like I can Diary of Dreams. Okay, so we'll Essence Scatter this. Yeah, I can Essence Scatter this. I can Essence... What I was checking was whether or not I can Essence Scatter this and draw cards off Diary of Dreams. Alright. Look, Diary of Dreams, it did something. Boom. Let's get a swamp here for the professor. Boom. Hey. Alright. We have ground through everything. I mean, we are at a... Okay, Pursue the Past. Why did they play the land first? Okay, discarding Thunderdrum Soloist. Sure. Boom. Draw a card. Potioner's Trove. I want to hit a land, damn it. I have 7 cards. This is a little dicey. Because I'll have to discard the hand size. I guess I'll just wait. I want to keep our brush off and also draw cards off the diary. Okay. Our hand is just completely loaded. I'm gonna save the brush off for... The thing is, even if they kill the professor, I think I'm okay with that. Like, I have a second professor in play in the Diary of Dreams here. Yeah, so the reason why I'm being so hard on my opponent here is, like, these 2 cards just don't belong in the same deck, right? Like, it's just so hard to get your mana to work where you can play this early enough to have it be impactful. And then, like, when you're playing a 5-color deck, also combat tricks like Monstrous Rage is definitely not something that you want to be doing. I'm just going to tick this up. I have too many cards in hand. Yeah. Those are the kinds of problems that you want. Oh no, I have too many cards in my hand. Woe is me. I mean, I honestly, embleming this isn't even that bad. They went after the not sick one. Huh. Well, I mean, to be fair, gaining life to just not, like, get burnt out randomly, that's not a terrible thing either. They wanted to draw that. Landscape Painter, okay. I just gotta be mindful of how many cards I have. Gosh, I'm gonna just...
Be gone from my presence.
I don't need to play the Archaic just yet. 4. So probably if they play this, I'm going to Repel Calamity it. So I'm going to Repel Calamity that, and then just play Muse's Encouragement. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. And save all my counters. I'm just going to keep all my cards.
Never take growth for granted.
I'm going to keep up the ability to cast Brush Off and Disdainful Stroke. We have 8 cards left. They're at 12 life. Snarl Song. Okay, we'll just counter that. And that's game. 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, alright. Look, I liked some of the things that they had going on. It's just all the, like, all the control elements, but all the, like, the random aggressive stuff just doesn't belong, right? So, happy enough to get that win, and we are now 3-0. Alright, opponent on the play here. We have 2 lands, Hydro Channeler, and a pair of Essence Scatters. I mean, on the draw, 2 lands and plenty of early interaction. Certainly this hand just needs, like, a lot more lands and card draw. Hopefully we find that. I don't think I can mulligan this, though. Alright, sleight of hand, sure. Okay. Hey, that is card draw technically. Quandrix Charm on my Hydro Channeler is a tragedy. Oh, this is really bad. Well, I am going to pass. We kept the 2 land. Why does this keep happening, though? You know, just so unlucky. Alright, we drew a land. That's good. They can't really play anything for 4 mana. 5 mana is kind of where you can, like, start playing the Embrace the Paradox or whatever. Pyretic Ritual? What the hell? Quandrix? Can this be countered? Wow. Okay, well, we'll counter the Quandrix. And then, but they still get to cascade into something. Hopefully they hit a removal spell. Veil of Summer? What does this say? Oh, they get to draw a card. Oh, well, look, I didn't play around Veil of Summer. I'm sorry. It's not something that was on my bingo card. Like, they played a bunch of good cards earlier, and then we ran into Pyretic Ritual. This tells me that they probably have, like, Brain Freeze or something, right? Or there's, like, a decent shot that they do. Okay. I want lands! Yeah, whatever. I will counter Embrace the Paradox if they play it. Okay, no. Counter that. I don't know if countering that was a good idea, honestly. Maybe that was bad. Yeah, maybe that was bad. It's like, I can just replay it. What was I afraid about? What was I afraid of on that ramp? I'm hoping it's just a big creature. Planar Engineering, okay. I mean, their deck is sweet, and we're not playing any lands, so this is just a horrible spot to be. Should I just play 18 lands? I don't know. I mean, 17 lands plus a Sky Coach and a Potioner's Trove seems fine, you know? But this is ridiculous. I'll discard Molten Note, I guess. I'm glad that I drew the brush off. If I don't draw a land, at least it's a brush off. They might have, like, Mathemagics. I don't know. Seize the Spoils, okay. Fractalize. That card's fine, I suppose. Geometer's Arthropod. Let's counter that. I don't want them to play, like, a big X-Spell afterwards, you know? Goblin Glassrite. Alright. Wow, this is... So I'm not keeping up the full 4 mana on the brush off. I'm just hoping that, like, whatever they try to cast, it's an instant or sorcery. Obviously, if they play a creature, it's quite bad. All right, we're countering that. Man. All right. We found lands, thank goodness. Okay. I mean, I'm assuming you're going to block. They have such a huge mana advantage, by the way. Like, anything big, we die. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm shocked they didn't trade here when they're at a lower life total. Yeah, but if they have Mathemagics, we lose. Like, they've already also looked at a million cards. There's no... What are you going to do? Ninjutsu? Is there, like, a crazy pump spell? Oh, Fractalize? I did not expect that. I'm a little bit terrified now. Okay, this is a big turn. How do I want to do this? So attack for 2. Let's play Diary. And I'll keep up Heated Argument and Run Behind, or Muse's Encouragement. Like, those are just, like, lots of good options here. I don't care about their mana situation at all. Alright, we get to play this out. I really just want more lands, to be honest. This one is interesting. I suppose I go with the Sky Coach and get a Forest. Sure. The question is, do I want to play this yet, or do I just want to pass? They're at 9 life. I'm going to... Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I guess Traumatic Critique technically kills me. No, could they have killed me previously? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They could have. But let's say they draw one, right? Let's say they draw Traumatic Critique. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right, fine. I'll play around Traumatic Critique. Gonna gain life.
Congratulations. You have a chance to impress. I have life essence to spare.
We still can't beat Mathemagics. Now, next turn is when I'm gonna go Zealous Lorecaster into Brush Off, right? And that's gonna make it so that I can't die to it like a Mathemagics. Like I'm just trying to find like the cards that I can lose to from this spot, 3, 4, 5, 6. Rapturous Moment. Uh-oh. That's really dangerous. That's one of the best possible cards here because they have all their mana back, and they got to like really dig deep here. So I'm just hoping that they don't have anything too impressive, right? That's always what you're trying to dodge when you're playing against these like, soup decks. It's like, all right, what is your big finish, right? Is it Arcane Omens? I'm okay with Arcane Omens. Is it Snarl Song? I'm okay with Snarl Song. But if it's like a Brain Freeze or a Mathemagics, then we probably lose. So Tablet and Resonating Lute. Oh my gosh. This deck is sweet. I mean, I'm not sure I love the Fractalizes in this deck, just because they don't have that many creatures, but... Crackle with Power? Okay. Yeah, fair enough. Alright.
This is the worst batch of students yet.
Just so we're clear, yeah, because I couldn't. So what I really wanted to find in that game was an untap land. Because I couldn't find it, like I could have, I guess, surveilled both of those to the bottom, but I just, or just give my opponent a 1-turn window to find an X spell, and they did. And so, what I could have done, I feel like playing a Strixhaven Sky Coach so that I can play my Professor Dellian Fel there isn't bad, but if I had an untap land, I would have definitely preferred having an untap land so that I can play the Lorecaster and keep up Counterspell. Now, this also goes back to the turn where my opponent played a Proctor's Gaze on my 2-1, and I countered it. I don't think that was good. And I think I lost because of that mistake. I should have just let them resolve that spell. Like, they already have so many lands. All right. Gonna mulligan that hand. I'm just gonna get rid of Repel Calamity. This deck is just so mana hungry. Like, I just want all the lands. Again, 17 lands with the 2 Hydro Channelers, which do give me mana. And the 2 Mana Rocks. The question is, what color do I get with the Sky Coach? Noxious Newt. Wow, Potioner's Trove is incredible. I guess I can hold off on the decision and just run out the Trove. Well, I wish I had the Repel Calamity. I wanted to find an untapped land. I actually maybe should have played the Diary of Dreams first. Basically, my hope was to find an untapped land. Oh, if that was the case, yeah, no, that was just horrible sequencing across the board. I should have gone Strixhaven Sky Coach into Quick Study. Yeah, that's what I should have done. These are a lot of rares. Pensive Professor into Berta. Noxious Newt. Yep. If I can find like any other colored source other than Island off the top, untapped, that would be huge. Noting if I played the Sky Coach, I mean, I played a Paradox Gardens anyways. Oh, God! Wait, no, this still works. This still works. What am I saying? What am I saying? Okay, hold on. Hold on. So I can kill the Professor, right? I can't do more than 3, 4... Wait, hold on. I can't kill the Berta. I can only do this for 4. Blue, green, red... Yeah. So let's kill Pensive Professor. All right. Berta is going to be something that I'm going to have to deal with. We did draw a bunch of cards. We have a Zealous Lorecaster to get back together as one. So we'll see what happens. Flow State, okay. I have Heated Argument. I have Repel Calamity, but I think it's on the bottom. So, again, that's where playing the Sky Coach would have been good, right? I have a lot of bounce spells in my deck, too. Divergent Equation. I don't care about that so much right now. They're going to make a 3-3 here, probably. Okay, Matter Bending Mage. Yeah, no, that plays. We're going to bounce the Berta, I believe. And then I have access to 3, 4, 5 mana. But I can't use the Hydro Channeler for anything, so I think I'm going to play Campus Composer because it blocks both of their 3/3s. They do have access to a lot of mana. That's the Berta. Essence Scatter. Oof. Would have been really nice a turn earlier. I hope they don't have their own Essence Scatter. Okay, this is good. We have Together as one. I have access to 3 mana, so I guess we can't really do much. I want to keep up Essence Scatter, and yeah, I just want to keep up Essence Scatter. They have 4 cards in hand. They can get back Flow State. That's another land. So we'll see. If they play 2 spells, then I can't kill the Berta off with the Together as one. But like I said, we have like a bunch of card draw. We have a bunch of like bounce spells and such to shrink it down. We have to get Molten Note, Repel Calamity, which is on the bottom. I do need to play the Sky Coach at some point. I mean, they're making like a giant token, but like, I'm going to play it Together as one and draw 5 cards, right? So, you know, we're still doing fine, probably. What? Is this sorcery speed? Why did they just main phase that thing? Okay, well, now we get to just... Wait. Now we get to just kill Berta, right? Alright. Land. Channeler. Pass. I mean, they have a 9/9. I have run behind for that. But I just wanted... I don't want to discard. I still get to keep a Brush Off and Essence Scatter. This is another card that I think I can let... I need to counter the Divergent Equation here. Well, they didn't attack me with the 9/9. Okay. We're at 15 cards left. Let's get Swamp. Three, 4, 5. I have access to 6 mana here. So I have Brush Off, Run Behind, Essence Scatter. I can play a few of those. Okay, let's... Blue. Blue. Black. Let's put you on top. Let's draw a card. I'm not going to gain life. Alright. Can play a land. Let's make a 3/3. Drawing a card is free. That's a Dellian Fel, which I can technically play, but I think I can wait on it. And we chill. All right, so I feel pretty good about this now. I just need to obviously kill my opponent. Heated argument is fine. Again, it's just a matter of making sure we can counter Divergent Equation. And I'm going to start targeting their reach creature so that the Strixhaven Sky Coach can start getting in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have access to 8 mana. So we can play Muse's Encouragement. I'm going to not surveil anything to the graveyard. Yeah, I'll keep both of those. We can gain life. My turn. Play a land. Play Professor. Again, I have so many cards where I don't actually want to draw cards with this. I just want to just start eliminating creatures.
And you might survive. You're dismissed.
And I still have access to 2 counters, so... exile a card. We'll exile Quick Study. All right. Embrace the Paradox. I'm going to let that resolve. That one's close. Definitely close. Do I Essence Scatter that? I guess it can kill my Dellian Fel. Didn't really expect a Flash Flyer. Although I guess at this point I should, because all my opponents have been playing it. Alright. This is a turn where I'm a little bit vulnerable, because I can only counter 1 spell. Steal the Show. Okay, that's fine.
This research went nowhere.
Diary of Dreams. Alright. We found Run Behind. Oh, they have Barrage Barrage? Oh, Homesickness. Hold on, let's think about this now. Do I just counter this? I think I do. Let's go Disdainful Stroke. Let me think. These are certainly attacking. What happens if I bounce this one? If I bounce this one, can they eat both of these? No. They have to block this one. Yeah. Like, they block both, they lose both their newts, they go to 2 life, and I have Brush Off available. Soup, soup, soup! All the soup! 4 and 1. Alright, on the play here. I got 3 colors of mana, and a Hydro Channeler I'm certainly going to keep. I mean, most of our cards are in the Jeskai colors, it's just, obviously, we have Dellian Fel. Which, you know... Hey look, Dellian Fel's been good, so we can't really be that upset. Oh my gosh, turn 1 Tidecaller and I have no way to kill it? This is gonna be good. Well, you know, it's not really that... Okay. It's not super dangerous until they get to 5 mana, right? So, there is that. And I do have a kill spell, it just... I can kill it on turn 4. And I will absolutely kill it. Do I want to kill it now, though, or keep up Essence Scattered? I mean, they have 5 cards in hand. I guess we'll just wait. I really hope they don't have a counterspell for the Heated Argument. Oh, they targeted themselves. Oh, well. Whatever the case may be, I'm just not gonna take any chances here. Yes, the downside here is they get to resolve their spell. They get to resolve a creature here. But I don't want, like, you know, let's say, look, they had a royal treatment in their graveyard, right? I just don't want the case where they draw a counterspell or something along those lines, and I just like, you know, Exhibition Tidecaller is exactly the type of card that I can lose to instantly. Their deck looks great though, lots of card draw with the Tidecaller. We drew a Surveil land, which is nice. But we of course need to find a little bit more action. A little bit. They've got a nice setup. Great Hall of the Biblioplex, card draw, a bomb, a way to protect the bomb. All their creatures, like, give them value in some way, right? Vast Land Scavenger. All right. Campus Composer. Yeah, I'll play that. I can't, unfortunately, I can't, do I attack with both? I'll attack with one. Split the difference. Also, like, if I Disdainful Stroke something, I can gain 2 life. Fractal Mascot, there we go. We're all in. That's all we got. We got this 3... I mean, Campus Composer was a good draw. Five cards in hand, though. My opponent has 5 cards. You know what I mean? It's not like I feel like I'm in a good spot here. All I have is an Essence Scatter and this 3/3 flyer. I do have a lot of mana, so obviously we're pretty well set up for... Oh my gosh. I would be tilted if I was the opponent. I would be tilted. All right. I'm happy with this trade because then I can start attacking with my Hydro Channelers. I will play the Swamp so I can play Dellian Fel, and now we're on the Surveil wagon. So we both have the same amount of mana. Okay, you know, I mean, this is fine because this at least means they don't have like a good play this turn. Or, never mind. I was hoping that that was the case. Let's just put it that way. Maybe it was wishful thinking. All right, together as one. Dellian Fel. Nope. I will naturally draw for turn here and be sad. I actually don't mind using the Composer here to just, like, attack their mana. I think I'll keep this land in my hand. An extra island is a little bit redundant, but yeah, this is unfortunate. Back-to-back lands there. But we still have a lot of good draws, and but my opponent has 5 cards in hand, so they are significantly ahead on resources. How did this happen? Paradox Surveyor, Quick Study. Yeah, Paradox... They just keep playing ginormous things. Alright, that's a Terrafractal. Just don't be... Gosh. I mean, I don't really need a land. I guess it's a 3/2 flyer that gets me a land, but that's not what I need. That's what I need. This deals 5 damage, so I can't kill Terrafractal. That can kill Terrafractal, however. Alright, that was a good turn. Alright, we're back in it, folks. We are back in it. Nice. Alright, we clear the board. Together as one. This is why this is the best rare in the format. Mage Tower Referee, sure. Okay. Five. They had the Great Hall of the Biblioplex. I kind of want to hold this. Is that crazy? 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I'm going to hold it for now. I want to bounce the Great Hall after they spend all the mana to activate it. And I want to just draw a card off Diary of Dreams. Homesickness? Let me think. 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, and gain life. Yep. Basically, the reason why I counted there is I can still play Muse's Encouragement if they attack me, and draw a card off Diary of Dreams, and gain life off of Potioner's Trove. Given that they mill themselves, I bet they have like some way to recur stuff. But, you know, that's where I'm going to need like a counterspell. I have a Brush Off still left. Yeah, I mean, we could theoretically have been undefeated so far in this run if I was a little bit smarter with my counters, and that's how important the counter magic is in this format. I assume they're going to attack me. Let me think. They're both good. I guess I'll take the Lorecaster first. I mean, I'm going to draw both, so it doesn't matter. Proctor's Gaze, that's really good. So they are representing Essence Scatter mana. I could do this, but I think that's like a little too cute. I think I'm just going to pick this up. See if I can run into their Essence Scatter. No? Alright. I'm going to actually cast this card. Alright, there's a run behind. And do I want to gain life? Not really. I want to keep up a full mana run behind if possible. I am afraid of like the silly cards like Brain Freeze and stuff. I definitely am. We have 12 cards left. That's a Mage Tower Referee. Yeah, it's like, what do I even get back? It might just be Counterspell. Like, I don't even know if I can afford to play together as one. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay, okay. I can together as one target my opponent and deck them because they have 9 cards left in their library. That's something I can do. All right, we'll just take 3, whatever. Matter-bending Mage. Okay. What are they bouncing? Oh, the Sky Coach? That's pretty cool. Oh, no. It's fine. Let's Diary. Dear Diary. Molten Note. Okay. Oh, I should have tapped this for a mana. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Oh! you gotta play tight. Or whatever. Let's see what we find. Professor Dellian Fel. Okay, we found Brush Off. That's really big. This is unblockable. Alright, Great Hall of the Biblioplex is turned on. Remember, I just don't need to draw that many more cards here. Is this a May? Oh, it's a May. That's good. I can just play this as like a random 7-mana dork. We absolutely need to keep up Brush Off. Okay, we got some run behinds. Oh, man. I mean, honestly, I don't really need to fight over this. Okay, that's a land. I have the Brush Off. I can play Channeler. Just taking it slow. Keeping up all my counters. Waiting till they get down to 4 cards if possible. We'll see. Matter Bending Mage I do not care about. Is that a second one? That sure is. Okay. I mean, the thing is that doesn't do much. I mean, I guess I could theoretically kill this Great Hall of the Biblioplex. Also, if they randomly have like a Brain Freeze type effect, I could run behind my own things, right? So that's another thing to be mindful of. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I'm going to choose not to draw, obviously. Because I can play this all at once, right? 6 mana plus 6 mana is 12 mana. Plus this is 14 mana. They put something in their graveyard. So I could technically go for it now. Or I can wait one more turn to just like guarantee it. The thing is, how can they kill me? Maybe I do wait. Maybe I do wait. Just to like guarantee that I have the kill. Honestly, I should have been able to get in for 2 more points of damage. That was a pretty silly mistake. I need to... There's a lot going on and I have a lot of options, but I feel like my sequencing has not been top-notch here. But I feel relatively safe because I have this brush off. They kept. Mana Sculpt, okay? Well, I'm glad... Okay, I mean, you can have all the mana that you in the world. We need to save this brush off, right? Okay. What do you have? Okay. I mean, if their play is to gain a trillion life, then we are good. Wow, we actually had to fight through Disdainful Stroke and Mana Sculpt. And at this point, they're probably thinking, hey, I'm going to deck you, right? Like, that's their hope. But honestly, I almost have the tools to just kill them too, right? What is this? So they gained 11 life, and they still have mana up, so they're representing a counterspell of some kind. That's fine. All right, here we are. Moment of truth. Did they have another counterspell? Oh, this could be a divergent equation. Okay. I will pay 2. Yeah, not gonna get it done. Yes! Another together as one victory. Although not the way that you would have expected. But we take it. We take it. Alright, let's move on. Alrighty. We've played some grindy matches in this one, I will say. Alright, opponent on the play here. We have a 2-drop and a bunch of removal. Gonna keep. Oh, a red-white deck. A rarity. To be fair, I always lose to the red-white deck, so I'm not gonna be dismissing this deck at all. Ooh, wait, they didn't want Suspend Aggression, huh? It's a really good card. I think I can afford to take damage for now. I am going to just pass. I want to just keep up Quick Study / Essence Scatter. I mean, they're playing a Lorehold deck. They're just super likely to play another creature this turn. And I don't want to go like Molten Note this and then they play a creature that like I can't deal with. So we'll just do it like this. Yep, just counter anything. And there we go. Same deal here. No reason to run out Molten Note just yet. They did hit their 4th land drop, and that is a Startled Relic Sloth. Gotta think about that one. 4 cards in hand. Sure, let's just go for the full counterspell here. I can just take 2 damage here. Alright, there's that. And now we have an interesting choice. I think I'm just going to pass. Put this on top, or wherever this needs to go. I think they might just put it on the bottom, because they've been missing land drops. Alright, so 3 mana, kill a creature. And nothing in here. I'm just going to cast Vibrant Idea before they kill this thing. Tech. And now our hand is just like a bunch of removal, card draw, and just the classic control setup here. They probably... Well, if they had a removal spell, they might have used this previously, but I can believe them having like an Ajani's Response here or something, and which is why there's like... they're tanking. They didn't even Surveil off the Fields of Strife, which is... a little bit weird. Okay. Let's play Muse's Encouragement. I fully expect this one to die. Here's my question. Do I want to keep this swamp because of Dellian Fel? I guess so. Like, I have a Potioner's Trove as well, but... 1, 2, 3... Okay, let's just do it for, like, one more, I guess. Alright. This lets me keep up Heated Argument and Quick Study. I have no idea what's in their hand. Like, what can you be playing right now? It's crazy. Alright, Quick Study. We drew the Forest, and that is a Together as One, and a Transcendent Archaic, so this should clean things up. Wilt into Heat. Ah, that's what they had. Okay. 2. I have the full 5, right? Yeah. 5 to the face. Hadouken. Flawless victory. Alright. Yeah, that was like a Lorehold deck that didn't really get to do whatever it wanted. And we move on. 6 and 1 with our very, very sweet 5-color control deck. Alright, opponent on the play. Gonna keep this. I got a perfectly nice way to curve out here. And, by the way, I have my green and black mana, so I can actually play Dellian Fel. However, I can't play this red-white spell. I'm not even close to playing that red-white spell. Alright, I'm just going to keep up Essence Scatter and take a little bit of damage here. Like, they're just going to want to play a creature here, for the most part. Yep. Interesting. I guess we'll still keep up Essence Scatter here. Just counter everything. Okay. Fair enough. I added this over Diary of Dreams. They both would have been pretty bad here, we'll note. Alright, let's play Campus Composer, I suppose. Black? Ugh! Oh, that's brutal. Well, Black is ginormous. What do I do about Black? 5, 6. I'm gonna play 2 things. Like, I can bounce it at some point, but I think I'd rather just play like 2 creatures and then Matterbending Mage it next turn and just take the 5. This just gives me a lot more blockers and it's a better use of my mana. Grapple with Death, okay. Oh god, this thing is ginormous. Oh my gosh. I guess we take 7. Alright. Potioner's Trove. That doesn't work. Alright, let's... There's not much think... I can't play Matterbending Mage off of the other thing, so we're just gonna chill. There's a Bleck. Let's see. Can I play Trove and Molten Note? Yeah, I can. I can kill the Lumerette. And, ooh, this still stays untapped. Okay. No. Oh, this Bleck is a problem. We'll be chumping that one. Thank you very much. That's a Tackle Artist and another Hydro Channeler. Alright, well, that's all of our stuff. God, this just seems so bad. Hold on, let me think. 3, 4, 5, 6 mana, 7 mana, 8 mana. They have 2 cards. Any way to target my stuff and I lose. But I don't think I can beat... If they target something, I don't think I can beat it anyways. Alright. Oh my gosh, it worked. Wow. Look, sometimes you gotta go for a risky play. You know what I mean? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This taps for red, and then I need to mana filter. I guess we'll just kill this. Alright. Alright. Come on! I'm gonna just draw. I have a good feeling. I told you. I mean, it's not a huge difference, honestly. Like, I get to surveil now. And then... That's really good. Let's kill you. Is there like a green haste creature I don't know about? I sure hope there isn't one. Good, 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 good. Okay, okay. Now we draw a card. Okay. Attack. Alright, 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 alright. Did we stabilize? Luen! Oh my gosh. How many creatures are in their yard? Holy smokes. Okay, so we gotta bounce this now. Is it sorcery speed? Exile a card becomes prepared. Okay. So I'll do it in response to them exiling a creature. Now the question is surveilling better than gaining 2 life? I think the answer is yes. So we'll do that. Good. Draw a card. Disdainful Stroke. That's great. Let's draw more cards. Strixhaven Sky Coach. Let's use that to get a Plains. Let's play the Plains. We know what they're drawing, so we can attack with 1. Wait, hold on, hold on. If I Disdainful Stroke and activate... Like, if I do this, I can still stroke this. Activate. 1, 2, activate, and surveil. Okay. Every point of damage is relevant, you know what I mean? Oh, no, this was bad. Ah! I'm so bad. The problem here is I have to use Disdainful... I have to use the Hydro Channeler to Disdainful Stroke. Yikes. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that was bad. So I should be at 6. I will keep that. You gonna scoop? Oh, yes! Oh my gosh, what a run, by the way. What an incredible run. Wow. This had all kinds of drama. these games were super interactive, lots of back and forth. Even that last one, like, we barely was able to turn things around. And that's because we made the silly or possibly correct decision to splash Professor Dellian Fel. That's how powerful this card is. Now, if there was like a Snarl Song in the pack, I'd probably just take the Snarl Song. But, you know, we had a couple of lands. We had the Sky Coach and the Trove, and we were like, you know what? We're going to make it work. We're going to try. And guess what? I mean, this card was amazing for us, obviously. Like, anytime you cast this thing, it's ridiculous. It gains you a gazillion life. It kills things. It kind of does everything that you want. And of course, you don't leave home without the best rare in the entire format. It just, the difference between like this, the difference between a deck like this that has this and doesn't have this, night and day. Like, if I don't have Together as one, we would have already been eliminated. But this card just single-handedly won us a bunch of games. Same thing with the Professor Dellian Fel. Really, really good stuff here. And yeah, that is another trophy. A really good run. What was our loss? Our loss was to the person who ripped Crackle with Power the turn before they were going to lose. And that was my fault because I didn't use a counterspell on their Proctor's Gaze. Or I used a counterspell on their Proctor's Gaze when, had I held it, I would have been able to easily counteract the Crackle with Power. So even my loss was because I punted, which means maybe this deck was great. I mean, it was fine. Like, we had plenty of things to do early. Again, I'm a big fan of the Hydro Channeler. Like, this, these decks just often play so many spells. It's a fine blocker. And the fact that it can color wash and give you stuff that you need on the splash, notably like the Molten Note and the Repel Calamities, this just goes a long way. Like, all of my soup decks generally want to play like 2 copies of this card. I'm pretty happy with it. So yeah, just, you know, and this is one of those cards again, like, I think it's better than the Landscape Painter, for example, but this is just one of those cards that, like, of the soup cards, it goes pretty late, but it's a card that I'm always happy having just because it just, you know, gums up the ground and gives you the acceleration that you need. But yeah, all in all, another successful soup deck. Many Together as ones. Very, very happy about this card. Obviously, you just want to always keep opening it. Hopefully, I open it again in tomorrow's draft. But thank you, Rares and Mythics. You saved this draft. Honestly, I thought Professor was going to derail the draft. But nope. Saved the draft instead. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, as I really do appreciate it. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button for more daily videos just like this. If you've enjoyed this content and wanted to support the channel in another way, my Patreon is the best way to do so. That is patreon.com/paulcheon. Big shout out once again to all the patrons. Also check out TCGplayer.com for all your Magic the Gathering singles and sealed product needs. Whether you want to buy some booster boxes of Secrets of Strixhaven or any other Magic the Gathering sealed product, or you wanted some singles for your constructed decks or collection, check out TCGplayer.com and make sure you hit that affiliate link in the description below before making any purchases. Last but not least, head on over to heavyplay.com for all your Magic the Gathering supplies and accessories needs. If you're in the market for top-of-the-line deck boxes, playmats, sleeves, dice boxes, life pads, and much, much more, go to heavyplay.com/paulcheon to get 10% off your first order. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.